everyone! Welcome back to Show Me How to Win. We're in Taipei, Taiwan, and we're in TBD Studio. Next to me is Zhonghua. Zhonghua is from Good Games. Zhonghua is also the designer of Taiwan Night Market. This is a auction bidding game, right? About night market and the customers. We're trying to locate our stalls, get the best location, and get the customer to pay us the most amount of money. Tell me how to play.
OK， 那基本上就是每回合我们会有几个摊位打开在场上，那每回合玩家会背面朝上放几个客人，就是你会放几个客人在你面前，然后也会有几个公开的客人。接下来从起始玩家开始，你就觉得你哪一摊你觉得最漂亮的、你喜欢的，你就出价，就这样放到你想出的价格这样子。好，经过2轮之后竞标之后呢，出价最高的就是你的摊位。接下来我们会打开所有的客人，然后让客人沿着这条路依序前进。如果路上有他喜欢吃的，像如果我今天盖了黄色的，他喜欢吃，他就会进去消费，然后你就会赚到钱这样子。那经过5个回合之后呢，谁获得最多钱的玩家就获胜了。
So it sounds simple. It's an auction game. You're bidding for the position of the stall. Each customer has a corresponding alphabet to the map. So some customers might be taking the red route. Some customers might be taking the B route. They're looking for 4 different kinds of snacks. A good meal, some drinks, a snack, or some dessert. So depending on how they show up, depending on what route they take, different customers will stop at different stall. If they go all the way down to their route and they don't see anything they like, then they will continue going down the next route. Depending on what customer you have in your hand that other players cannot see, you kind of know where they might be coming from, right? So, Zhonghua, in auction games, play order is always very important. So is it an advantage to go first or is it an advantage to go last?
因为竞标游戏起始玩家是比较劣势的，所以因为你可能出完价之后，别人又比你多出高一点点，所以我们在一开始的时候，起始玩家给的钱是比较多的。这样子好，那游戏一开始的时候，起始玩家通常会有2个选项，一个就是你故意，因为如果你出价出完2轮之后，如果你没有拿到任何摊位，你可以再出价一次，所以起始玩家有可能会故意出价出低的。让别人去压过你，像我这样子，橘色如果2轮都被别人超过了，他就可以再额外出一次价，这样他就可以用最后一次的机会去选他最喜欢的。或者是如果起始玩家是比较敢花钱的，你可以在重要的点直接下非常高的价格，让别人没办法压过你，这也是可以的。这样你就有机会拿到2个摊位，当然你可能就要付到比较大的成本压力，然后可能会导致你需要借钱。如果你目前拿到摊位会拿到比较少的摊位或者钱比较少的话，你会回合结束你会调到比较好的位置，就是在后面的位置。那这游戏就是越尾家的位置是比较在出价上是比较有优势的。
So, if you're the first player, you actually get more money because you're in a disadvantaged position. If stalls are not in a desirable location, you probably want to go for 0 so that you see where everyone's going and then you can use the least amount of money to get the stall you want. But you only get to take 1, right? Because you actually get to bid 1 more time. If the desirable location come up, since you're going first, you can spend more money to get those prime spots. I guess let's talk about the people who are going last. They have least amount of money, but they have the advantage of seeing how everybody bid, and then they can bid just a little bit more, right? However, what if they get outbid by the first player who maybe they choose 2-0 and now they lose their spot? What happens?
你之前2轮下注了都被人家超过之后呢，你还会有一次机会可以再进行一次竞标。
Which spots are better and why?
A 到 H 总共有32个客人，那基本上大部分的客人会从这里，你看 D、E、F、G、H 都从这边来，这里是 B、C 而已，这里是 A， 所以我们可以知道说，在上面这一区是比较热闹的区域，所以玩家会比较想要花大钱在这个区域。那当然是越接近入口的地方，越可以收到客人，所以玩家会出更多的钱。另外，这个游戏有一个特别的机制，就是呢，如果今天有2个连续的2个同颜色的摊位都是同样的 owner， 就是同样的玩家，这边的客人也会进来，这边的客人也会进来，所以这个叫连摊，在这个游戏中非常重要。所以我们在中段有机会连摊的地方，也可以出更高的价格去争取这些好的位置，这样子。
Okay, so at the beginning of the game, maybe the prime spots are along the red route because there's more customers that might show up there and they usually start here and then they might go down here. But towards the middle of the game, the middle part is better, especially if you have connected colors, right?
通常来说，如果你赢，大部分有些 case 是你比较容易有像这样子大量的同色摊位，就是你有优势，你可以吸到这两边的客人。这个时候，其他玩家可能会想要在你的前面或你的后面摆上同颜色，让你的收不到客人。所以理论上，如果出现这几个点有要竞标的话，你可以出更高的价格，去让别人不想压你。对，大概是这样子去保护你的摊位，这样。
So, in other words, if someone has disadvantage, then as a different player, I should put the same color stalls to cut them off, right?
对 ，yes， 就像我刚刚讲的，如果今天有调出摊位是在可以挡到前面的玩家，你可以优先选说，如果我今天拿到这个摊位，我可以优先选可以挡它的颜色，这样就可以让客人，因为对你来说，你红色也可以进来，你选黄色也都可以，但我选黄色就优先卡掉优势的玩家，这样子，这是一个选项。那另外一个部分就是要去找说你自己还有没有其他的地方是有机会连摊的，在那个地方也要多加价格，这样子去争取连摊，这样。
And in this game, we can actually borrow money, right? We can take loans. What is a good time to take loans?
这游戏，你只要没有钱就一定要借钱，你出价没有钱就一定要，你没有得选。那借钱就是借5块要还7块钱，那等于你要多贴2块钱。但是为了拿到重要的摊位，这游戏是非常鼓励借钱的。通常来说，就是你在出价的时候，你就会决定到底要，因为你自己手上的钱都是公开的，所以你就会知道会不会需要借到钱。对，那你觉得重要的点，其实该抢有额度还可以借钱，就会去抢。
So I'm not winning right now. Is there some way I can stop the player who are winning or help my chances a little bit more?
这游戏我们之后会里面会加一个这个扩充的部分。那每个回合玩家都会有一次的机会去选择说你想要有什么样的能力。那其中有些能力是可以改变你现在上面的颜色，去争取卡到起始玩家或卡到优势的玩家的位置。对，那也有一些能力是可以拿到特定客人可以额外加钱，或者是额外有点像是满足3个同色可以额外拿到钱这样子。所以在这中间是有机会去追回来一些东西的。
So if you're winning, you should go for the power that gives you more money from your stall. But if you're losing, maybe you can go for this more take that power where you're stopping people or sometimes even make somebody lose a turn. Do you have to pay for these powers?
不用，这每回合就是从起始玩家开始，他们一个人依序选一个。
Starting from the starting player. So this is actually a little advantage for the player who starts.
因为每个人是可以选一模一样的东西，它是没有争执的，所以基本上我们尾家的人还是可以看起始玩家选了什么东西，再看要不要压制他。
Okay. So it really helps the player. So this game is going to be on Kickstarter in 2023. You might have stretch goals for the more powers and more maps, right?
对，没错。我们可以从 TBD 台湾 Board Game Design 就是 TBD 去搜寻这些更多的资讯。
I'll put the link in the description. Well, Zhonghua, thank you so much for showing me how to play and how to win Taiwan Night Market. If you guys are interested, please check out the Kickstarter. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!